Hi everyone, 안녕하세요. 나는 분당검합니다. Hello, I'm Bundang Bear, and I am responding to Shordansworld video about democracy in Korea and the recent peaceful protests which were met by violent police action on the part of the Republic of Korea, South Korean police. First of all, thank you, Shordan, for requesting me to respond. I'm appreciative, and I hope I can lend my views. I've taught English in Korea for 2 years. Currently, I live in the United States, where I teach Korean students via the internet, and I've been doing that for another 2 years. So I have some knowledge and some intimacy with Korean people and the culture. And what is happening is, and check out Shordansworld's video, is that Koreans are protesting because the current president of Korea, Lee Myung-bak, has negotiated a free trade agreement with the United States. One of the clauses that Korea will import American beef, even cattle over 30 years, which have been shown to have higher incidences of mad cow disease. The people were not part of the negotiation, and they're pissed because democracy has been stolen from them in a major way. So they have been having peaceful protests, and the police have been incredibly violent. A young college student's head was smashed in. She had a concussion. People have been made deaf by the water cannons. The Korean riot police mean business, and they have done terrible things to people protesting peacefully against the president. What's up, South Korea, a democratic nation? Well, this is a deep issue, and it has other stems to the issue, especially considering that South Korea has a strong history of protest and a history of protesting turning violent. And there was incredible violence in Gwangju in 1980 when labor forces and union forces were protesting. So there is this current of protests turning violent when the police turn on the protesters, which is really troubling. Ultimately, of course, Koreans don't want to settle for second-rate food. Why the fuck should they? No one should. Poorest or richest country in the world. America negotiates a lot of free trade agreements. Interestingly, this is not big news in America. This is not news at all. It's not really big news in America, nor in the international community so much. Check on Wikipedia, check on Wiki News. I know it. That source really tries to have some internationalism. Not mentioned. I can barely find it. I found it on a back page of the New York Times around the 3rd of June. This is so ill covered by the American media. It's a non-issue. And again, this is such a big issue in the Republic of Korea. Many of my students are so upset. They are voicing extreme concern for the people in the protests and for the lack of respect the president has given them. Now, as an American, if I may, I don't like Lee Myung-bak. I do not like him. I have not liked him from the start. I think he's a hypocrite. I think that it's ironic that as mayor of Seoul, he his big pièce de résistance was refurbishing the Cheonggyecheon stream through Seoul, which, ironically, he worked to pave over to some degree as a bureaucrat and as a businessman before that. I don't like this guy. I'm not going to like this guy, and the people evidently don't like this guy. Where is democracy in Korea? And let's hope it returns. Remember, everyone, the people united will never be defeated, but damn if it's not a bitch to get the people united, right? You know? Yeah, I'm an American, Bundang Bear. I have some intimacy with Korea. Not as much as others, and probably not as much as Shordan here, but This is an interesting issue, and Americans, maybe you should be thinking about it. I don't know what you can do other than learn about the issue and maybe talk to your congressman, get media exposure for the issue. Ultimately, this is an unfair treaty, similar to unfair treaties that the United States and Admiral Perry launched against Japan in 1869, similar to unfair treaties Japan launched against Korea in around 1915 when Japan conquered Korea. This is another in a long line of unfair treaties that have been that the Korean people have been hit hard by. So stand tall, Koreans. Seriously, I'm with you. I'm entirely against the FTA. It is bullshit, okay? Te Hamingu, da 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 da. Te Hamingu, da